Prosper, Texas. This is Eagle Nation News.
Good afternoon, Prosper High School, and welcome to a very special edition of Eagle Nation News. Alongside me are Sola Cantai and Jake Fine to bring you the 500th episode of Eagle Nation News. Let's kick off the celebration. Sola?
Over the years, we have been graced with various talent, from the original newscasters Lydia, Tanner, and Nicole to the faces of the mid-morning after 10 but still just before lunch show. For some of our alumni, it has been only a few months since they walked the stage at high school graduation. For others, they are finishing college and are about to venture in the adult world once and for all. We were lucky to snag a few of our alumni for their take of how Eagle Nation News has changed their lives.
It's absolutely crazy when I look around at the studio and how things have changed.
This program had already kind of laid the platform, the baseline for me.
It gave me so much confidence.
Set me up for my future. One of the most fun things I've ever done in my life.
It's opened my eyes to exactly what I want to do in life.
It was a phenomenal experience for me.
Our story begins on August 26, 2013, when Eagle Nation News first debuted in front of a packed arena for the back-to-school assembly. With the growing community of Prosper poised to explode in North Texas, Greg Wright, then principal of the high school, had a simple charge for the program: reinvent the broadcast from a once-a-week pre-recorded show to a dynamic live daily format that would have a direct impact on the culture of the school. The success of Eagle Nation News lies in its ability to use today's cultural phenomena while never shying away from innovative programming. Now, 500 episodes later, 27 state titles, 3 Emmy Awards, and a national pacemaker later, Eagle Nation News continues to evolve, break the mold, and push the envelope for student television.
I think we recorded my personal monologue probably 40 times.
Kennedy pulled me out of the classroom my sophomore year and asked me to join the program.
I was just so uncomfortable with being on camera and the idea of everybody seeing me.
Mr. Kennedy came up, I had no idea who this guy was. He pulled me out of my class and said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And I'm like, "Okay." I don't know. I had no idea what it would entail, but honestly, it was the best thing that's ever happened.
I signed up for Eagle Nation News. I wasn't really sure what it was going to be, but it ended up being my favorite part of school.
Started off doing weather, and then as we moved into the late night talk show kind of format and everything that we did there, which was great.
All I expected was loving being on camera and loving, getting to talk to the school every day in this format. But what I actually took away was just so many life lessons.
You're learning what a show looks like, and through that, you're able to grow and figure out, okay, this is how I act in stressed situations when you have 12 hours to produce a show.
A team effort, but at the same time you had individual things that you had responsibilities for. And
I remember the first time I got in front of camera, I was a weatherman, and it was terrifying.
I think the documentary we did was probably one of the most important things that I've ever put my name on. I think it tackles a lot of tough issues and maybe a couple topics that a lot of high schoolers were scared to talk about.
My confidence grew drastically. I mean, if I didn't have Eagle Nation News or this setup, going into college and being able to go up to the station manager and say, "Hey, I want an internship on the first day of my freshman year," I probably would have not had the confidence to do that.
Giving me the chance to not be so shy in front of everyone definitely gave me a leg up in college.
I think definitely going live, knowing that you can't redo anything, that if you make a mistake, you have to play it off.
I'm branching out a little bit, knowing how to kind of go up to people on my own and start a conversation instead of kind of hanging back and waiting for them to come to me.
I really enjoyed back then the culture that Eagle Nation News was about, a constant sense of self-improvement. Good is never good enough.
It gives people an outlet. It gives students an outlet. Because now with Eagle Nation News, it's not just the staff who have voices, it's the students who have voices as well.
It's something everyone kind of can connect to.
To say that this program did not impact me positively, it would just be ignorant.
So amazing to just be a part of something that's so much bigger than myself.
Congratulations.
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 Congratulations, Eagle Nation News, on your 500th episode.
All right, Brandon, I know I don't have to ask you this question because I already know your answer is going to be the Colton Show, but Sola, looking back over the years you've been here, good, bad, whatever, what's been the most memorable show for you?
For me, what makes something memorable is if I can remember laughing at it, and I know I kept my composure during that episode, but right after we did the Carter blood drive, and we're reporting how many pints of blood we donated. Pints. Keyword pints.
Seems easy.
Except during run-throughs, Matthew was perfect. I was angry with Matthew that day, but when it came to the actual live show, he said pints twice.
2 times.
And I just remember right after that show was over, we walked outside, and everyone was just roaring with laughter. It was that's definitely my favorite.
We asked our Eagle Nation News alumni that same question, and we got a little of the good, a little of the bad, and a lot of the ugly. From goats to ghosts, here are some of our favorite episodes from over the years.
I need batteries! I wanted to be really creative and bring an animal on the show. I mean, show what FFA looks for in animals, and it was great. The goat was on the show. I thought it was phenomenal. And as the show is ending, the goat starts just peeing on the floor, and it was really awkward. I didn't know what to do. Just kind of stand there.
Let's go. Yes, absolutely. We were doing the Shake It Off video, which I don't know how many people have viewed it. Hundreds of thousands of people. So hundreds of thousands of people saw the video, which means hundreds of thousands of people saw me wink with both eyes. Yeah, like I said, an all-time low for me in high school.
So one of my favorite moments in Eagle Nation News history, and probably should have been everybody's favorite moment in Eagle Nation News history, was Ghost Finders.
It's Mary. It's Mary. We didn't tell you who Mary was. We didn't want to scare you.
That was one of the best packages I've ever been a part of. It only got aired once, and that was the day that everybody who was a part of it wasn't even on campus, so nobody even really got to see it. So I'm still disappointed in that because I thought it was so well produced. I don't know, ask Colton, did it ever get uploaded to YouTube? But if it did, you guys all need to watch it if you hadn't, because it's one of the best things that we've ever done. It's safe to say, there's no ghost here.
Today's high is looking good.
One thing that comes to mind is just, singing the iCarly theme song.
To be singing the iCarly thing before every show.
The iCarly song. We would sing the iCarly song.
I really feel like we grew as a team throughout the year, and that was one of the big things, just singing together before the show, loosening up. I think our year had a lot of really good chemistry, and that was one of the reasons why we were able to hang out, be friends, and just mess around like that.
One of the funniest things that I'd ever seen on this show was the Colton Show. Specifically when he was making fun of me, just because, I think it's funny when anyone makes fun of me. Just like, I don't know, I appreciate humor, and that show was funny.
Over the 5 years of Eagle Nation News, this studio has seen many different personalities, ranging from the original sports anchor Elise Parker, the bringer of thunder Brady Powers, and my personal favorite, Colton Nicious. With all these anchors given, the debate roars on. Who is the face of ENN? A topic that still draws controversy to this day. 2 former faces of ENN we're here to discuss. Let's take a look.
A lot of people want to know about the face of ENN.
Between me and JT Graham, I think that's a pretty obvious answer.
When you think of Eagle Nation News, who do you think of?
Well, it's up to the people.
It's been 3 years, but I'll tell you what, you just might think of JT Graham.
Because obviously it's me.
Just kidding, I am the face of ENN.
Yeah, I have better hair than JT.
Could it use a little bit of trim? Yes.
Better facial hair than JT.
Austin's, it's like, dude, you grow out exclusively this part for 6 months.
My biceps are almost as big as his. He tricked us because he wore tight shirts. He just looked bigger because he had tighter shirts.
You wonder why no girl ever has said, wow, I like that.
Oh, really, Colton Nicious.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near?
mean, you ask yourself who you thought the face of ENN was, and it'll be me.
So I'm gonna sort of take JT's side here. He brought up some good points, but we've talked about times are changing, you know. I'm standing here doing this show now. I think I might be the new face of ENN.
I'm going to have to argue with that, and I know brevity does not equate to talent, but I've been on longer than both of you, and I can definitely say that I should be the face of ENN.
Well, enough debate. That's going to do it for our show today. We want to thank everybody for making it to episode 500 with us. While we enjoy this big cake, you guys enjoy the special outtake video we have for you. That's going to do it for this very special edition of Eagle Nation News. Live long and prosper.
Okay, let's sneeze it. I want to sneeze more.
So close.
Lexi, don't film me! What's the first thing you think of when you think of fall season?
Probably Issa Morel, because he reminds me of a pumpkin.
Relay for Life is being held right now. Alright, so these are the Talent girls behind me.
Good.
And then they can out dance me. But little do they know.
Okay, just wait.
They can.
Oh! He thinks he's funny and he's not. Why can't he be funny like you are?
I'm Cutter. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Professor Science.
We have a great show lined up for you today.
With a preliminary result of 195 pence, donate up to 2 pence, and boring.
No.
Cash for Cancer update.
He gets jiggy with Oh my God! Give it. Please. We are one.
That could be the perfect one!
Why are you the way that you are, dude?
It's so cold.
Now I. What is so funny about that? Stop laughing! What just happened?